It's the end of second semester. Um, I went by so quick. From youth ministry to the welcome desk, been able to experience literally every single area of ministry at Daybreak Church. Uh, I would say one of the biggest words that I've learned is experience. I've learned that you can learn wisdom in multiple ways. One of those ways being a hard route, which would be through trial and error. But you put yourself out there, try the things you've been asked to do, and when you fail and you're wrong, you figure out how to change and do better next time. Then there's wisdom. You can learn through wisdom. The Bible talks a lot about wisdom. You can see it especially in Proverbs. There's a verse, it's Proverbs 19:20. Listen to the advice and accept instruction that you may gain wisdom in the future. I want to gain wisdom through others. Maybe it's because of a fear of pain and failure, yes. But a life that has been guided by the hands of those with more experience is one that I would choose to live. I'll transition here into the ministries that I've experienced and how it changed my life and the perspective and the experiences and how the way I live, seriously. And one of those being youth ministry. I started a year and a half ago as a high schooler, and now I find myself here, second semester, pouring all my time and all my energy into youth ministry. Started out being a quiet listener. That was my role. I would sit in meetings and listen. That's all I did. Taking everything in, setting up equipment, stages, and connecting and talking to students. I was content with the role that was given to me, and I learned the background of youth ministry, what it was like to be a part of a team, and it's given me more insight than ever. I know the insides and the outsides of a team. I can look at organizations now, friend groups, work environments, and in my mind I can see the areas that I would like to critique, to change. I've learned the positives and the negatives of how my ministry runs our youth. But now I walk into restaurants like Chipotle and critique culture, take and give. I was a part of a team just like that. But there was Jesus in the middle of it. But the love of Jesus can work in all different type of teams. It doesn't just have to be in the context of church. It takes leaders caring and pouring into time and energy to see the best for their employees, to give and allow for opportunities to grow. That's what I experienced at Daybreak. And at times you realize that you spent time listening, and it prepares you for the walk that God has laid out for you. Luke 16:10 says that he that is faithful in little is also faithful in much. It took time to get to bigger opportunities. Was it frustrating at times? Yeah. Did I learn from little opportunities and take and grow from them? Yes. And when the opportunity came, was I ready? I'd say so. I experienced the behind the scenes of production, rehearsals, slides, lyrics, setting up lights, and then there was an opportunity to lead from stage, giving announcements to the congregation, stepping outside of the usual boundaries that left me comfortable and stepping into things that God laid out. It was the hours spent putting together little games and cutting Bible verses out in paper that led to conversations with new mentors that taught me how to look and connect with people. It was all these little experiences that led me to being prepared for the scarier responsibilities. This year, this semester, I preached for the very first time. That's typical for a church, but with a youth that I was so deeply invested in, it was more than preaching. It was teaching and pouring into a younger generation, my own generation. It was connecting and leading through my own life experiences. It was putting words together to create simple translations of complicated topics. It was preaching the word. It was allowing myself to be a vessel for the move of God. That goes outside of church context. It really does. I've learned how to be mentor and how to mentor, how to look at dead people and long for them to live within the love that I've experienced. And it's applicable in all contexts. It's applicable in the workplace. It's being a friend to all. It's loving and loving your neighbor as yourself. And it's learning how to love God. I learned how to love God. That's what I took away. That's more than just traditional church context. That's applicable everywhere. In the workplace, in my friend groups, in my family. And I'm grateful for that. My name's Anthony Ortiz, and I'm thankful.